Hello everybody and welcome back to Attack of the B Team. And as you can see, it's been a rough morning. I got an arrow in my head and one sticking out of my I just pulled that one out. Oh, it felt good. Might be bleeding a little bit, but pulled it out. Anyhow, it's been a rough morning and I think I deserve a cup of coffee. Ah, so good. So good. And I'm all full up, so I'll have my breakfast another time. But so today what I would like to do is we're going to do some automated crafting to solve this little problem, this mess we got here. But first, oh yeah, here's my chest of goodies that we're going to use. And let's get our sword ready and run out here. I don't see any nasties. Let's just go take a look at how our... don't have any blocks. Please don't have a creeper walk down here behind me. Let's see how this thing is doing. So it still looks like it's full on power. This thing is still going great. He's still working away. And wow, look at all the string. All right, so we have way more string than we need, so probably would make sense to run a pipe from here back to the house and then bring the string into our item system. And this guy is working away. He's got 4 in him right now and 3 pieces of lapis. All right, so it's just chugging away, slowly building us some lapis. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I've just been working in the house, getting ready for this episode and letting that run, obviously. And it's working quite nicely. All right, so now what we would like to do is let's just put our weapon-y type stuff up in here. Probably aren't going to need torches and this, and we might need some food eventually, so we'll keep that. These guys will probably come in handy, but now what we need is our block mover. Let's grab this chest and let's head on downstairs. So I've been doing a little bit of work. As you might see here, we've got a new room. And this room is where we're going to do our automated crafting, or at least the beginnings of it, right? We can start lining stuff all the way around in here. The first thing that I would like to do, though, is let's get out of the system. What do we got in here for rubber? We got a bunch of rubber bars. Let's grab all of them. Rubber and... so we don't have any rubber wood. We don't have any... What else do we have in here? Plastic. Wow, we got a lot of plastic in here, so let's grab this out of here. Just grab that all out of here. Is that all of it? Yeah. Okay, so we don't have any plastic in the system. We don't have any glue in the system. We don't have any rubber stuff. We don't have any plastic stuff. I think that should be all of it. Stop that. All right, so for the moment we're just going to put this stuff aside. So let's we got our block mover. Let's just maybe put that down here for the moment. So here's everything that we need, right? Actually, I think I have a little baggie. Yeah, let's grab that. So let's just put all of this stuff in here for now. So it's out of the way, and then we can just drop it all back into the system later. But this is our grab bag of stuff that we're gonna need to test things out and get things going in a fully automated fashion. So the basic problem that we're trying to solve, right, is that so in our Enderman farm and our well, not our Enderman farm, I guess, our tree farm over there, it is growing rubber wood, right? And the rubber wood wood, and also we get raw rubber. These are the two things that system drops. And I don't want to manually put them into systems. So let's probably put that away. We can come back for the food if we need it. Let's grab all these machines, and let's grab all of these and these. I think that's good enough for the moment. All right, so first thing we need to do is grab the one thing we didn't grab, which is our power. And let's turn into a bat form to set this up quickly. Let's go back up here. So I've done a little bit of hole digging. No. Where's my... oh. Probably need that anyway on hand. So get rid of you. Open you up. So I've just dug a little bit of a hole down here, and what we need to do is run a power cable from our system. Hopefully this won't block things. All the way from the power generation, or the battery pack, I guess, right? All the way down here into, whoops, our new room. And you can go, and you come on down. So I'm gonna want to run this along the back wall here. And I think that's all the power we're gonna need for now. This will be extended or able to be extended as well, right? So you'll see, like, if I run, let's just say out to here, you can see what I'm gonna get at. Let's put that back. That's all I think we need for that for the moment. So that, now we got power, right? Coming down here. And so what I'm going to do now is we need to put, so we're going to put a sawmill. What's a sawmill, right? Yeah, so we're going to put a sawmill here. And then we're going to put a redstone furnace here. And another redstone furnace here. And a cyclic assembler here. Like that. And I don't know, maybe this isn't going to work out like I thought. Let's just get rid of this for now. We can always extend it later. So there we go. So we got the power coming down here, plugging into all the backs of these machines, and all these machines, as you can see, are filling up with power. So let's go in and configure them all. What we're going to want to do is have everything come in from the top, right? So blue on the top, input is blue, and out the bottom. And I want everything to go out the bottom on the sawmill. And then same thing here, and same thing here, and same thing here. There we go. So all these machines are configured to have stuff come in from the top and go out from the bottom. All right, now what we need is our routed interface pipes. And let's get tall again. Let's get rid of that. And we want to put a routed interface pipe, whoops, on top of every single one of these and below every single one of these, like that. All right, so now these are, so yeah, the routed interface pipes on top and below. And the next thing we need to do is actually hook this system up. So why don't we, so then we're gonna need so let's take this routed junction pipe. I'm gonna put that, let's see, put that there. Oh no, it does try and connect to that. I don't really want that. So let's move it back one. So basically what I want to do now is I need to connect this and this up, and then run. So this is where we say we could do it more modular, right? So if I run these all the way down the bottom like that, and then, we're gonna have to turn back into a bat form again to get down that hole. Oh, that didn't work. Batty, please. And then let's jump down this hole here. If I can get in. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, let's get rid of you. Then we can jump in. And now, so I've basically just gone, so this is the back of our item system. Right through there is our item system with all of the chests through there, right? So, and this is an obviously a junction pipe that we had that was connecting there, going into different places. So I'm just going to run this through here, all the way out to here, like that. Now we can put this one back, and then we need a junction pipe right there, so it connects all up. So now you can see all these pipes are connected to the item system, right? And the idea I'm hoping for is in the long run that we could put more machines like all the way along here maybe, and all the way along here. Probably have to do a bit of rework to make that all work. So there we go. We don't need any of those anymore, so let's just throw them away. And the next thing we need is, let's grab this schematic and let's grab all of these here. So here's the recipes that we're gonna be automating. So let's just, I'll pull those all down and we can walk through them one at a time. And you can go up there. Okay, so here we are looking at our wonderful machines. They've all got power and they're all connected to the item system. Now, what we want is the sawmill needs to be able to take in the rubber and output. So the sawmill will take in rubber and output glue, right? So the first thing I want to do is, so we've got all of these chips. So we've used these before. This is all the stuff that we used in our item system. So we've got our item broadcast chip, our item responder chip, and item stock keeper chips. These are new. So we'll do them second. But first we have broadcaster chips and responder chips, and as you can see, I've upgraded them all. So if I just grab this guy again, right? So if I take one of these guys, right, you can see I've actually installed all the upgrades for all these things. For both the responder chips and the broadcaster chips, the stock keepers don't take any upgrades. So they're all installed the same way we did back in the beginning when we first built this house, and we installed our item systems. So this guy over here, right? And we installed all of these chips and we set all of this stuff up. And this is the pipe that's going through to the other room right there. And let me get back into me again. So here we go. So yeah, so that's what's leading in from over there. Alrighty, so let's take our broadcaster chips. I'm going to put a broadcaster in the bottom of every single one of these. And then I'm going to take a responder and also put it in the bottom of all of these, right? So now each of these you can see has a broadcaster and a responder, right? So that it'll broadcast anything that's in here. It'll broadcast out what it has, and it'll be able to respond to requests for grabbing them, right? So basically, when this sawmill starts sawing up stuff, sawing up stuff here and outputting stuff to here, it's not going to go anywhere unless something requests it, right? So that could be us requesting it from there, or, as you're going to see in a minute, another chest or basically another item can be requesting stuff as well, and that's what these stock keeper chips we're going to use for. So if I take these and roll them out, because we're going to do them all each one at a time. So an item, so let me just see here. Let's bring up our NEI. If I go chip, so the stock keeper chip, just another one of these guys, right? So it's just the blue Illuma, which we hadn't made before, but it's just lapis, which we've been generating. Woohoo! And glowstone, which you can get from another. Yeah, so that just turns into this blue stuff, right? This blue Illuma, and then normal old redstone, some diamonds, which we have lots of as well, and then our null logic chips, right, which is paper, redstone, and gold nuggets, right? And then all these guys are made pretty much the same way. So there's our stock keeper, and then our responder, right, so just uses a different color, uses orange dye instead, and then our broadcaster using the magenta. But it's basically the same basic thing with just slight variations in the recipe. Now, before we put these into the top, because that's where stuff comes in, right, we want to set up a chip. So if you right click on the chip on your hotbar, then you click on your stock guy here, you're going to get a little grid. Now, this isn't a recipe grid. This is just literally an item grid, right? You're going to just put stuff in here. So I can put anything anywhere here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I want one piece of rubber wood. Now I can put this anywhere. I just put it in the middle because I'm only asking for one thing and I think it looks nice. One piece of rubber wood, and up here you have the fill mode. So refill when items are missing or refill when items are empty. So what I'm going to say is refill when items are missing, meaning that I always want at least, if I look at this guy, right? So stock rubber wood 1 when missing, which means that whatever this is attached to, so if I click this here, this chip will want to make sure that it always has 1 rubber wood in here. Okay. And now it's going to talk to the system, and of course we don't have any rubber wood in the system, right? No rubber wood. So if I take this piece of rubber wood and I drop it into the system, it's going to go into the system. And if this chip didn't exist, it would just go into the system and stay in the chest like everything else does. But because this guy is here, it says, I always want to have a piece of rubber in here. Oh, it's already done it. Wow, it's fast. So you can see here, it threw the rubber in and it's already generated 5 wood planks. And they're just sitting here now in the system. Now, wood planks is something we didn't clear out of the system. We've got a gajillion of these wood planks, so this is not going to be a great one to show you that it's responding to the system. But if I, so what do we have? Where's my little grab bag of stuff? Let's grab Hue. And let's grab all of this rubber wood out of here, right? And let's drop all the rubber wood into this system. Like that. Now that we've got the rubber wood, you can see, look, it's requesting a piece of wood and it's doing it up. So it's only going to do 1 at a time because I said I only want 1 at a time. Now the reason I said that is because the way I want this to work is this automated system is going to make sure that we always have a certain number of the item on hand at all times. Now, because this sawmill has two holes here for its output, and jungle wood planks will stack to 64, it's going to keep asking until it fills up one of these 2 items. Like, it can't output any more content, right? Which means that I believe it's 2 stacks, so it might be 64 stacks each here, or whatever its limit is. When it hits the limit here or it hits the limit here, it'll stop asking for more stuff, or it'll ask for one last one. It'll be sitting in here, and everything will just stop, and it'll have only that much in there. So now you can see this thing is going, it's making balls of glue, it's making jungle wood planks, and it's keep asking for stuff. Oops. And if we go back over to the system here, so obviously wood is not going to be a hard one to see, right? It's at 2K now, so it's obviously got more stuff. But if we say glue, which we had none of before in the system, you'll see that there's 4 here. And if I repull, might see another one soon. There, now we got 5, right? And if you look in here, we've got 5, right? So it's just generating away, and I can request that stuff as well. So if I come over here and say glue, I want some glue. Now we got 6, right? If I ask for 1 glue, it's going to request that. That's gonna, let's go quickly over here. All right, so it just made another one, so you can see there's 6 in there now, but there should be 1 over here, just like that, right? And this thing is just gonna keep on a going, right? Now we got 6, and then later we'll have 7 and 8 and so on and so forth. All right, so that's the first system. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the rest of them. So the next thing we wanna do is, the next recipe is, if I've got glue, so I wanna say I want glue, and it'll make me rubber bars. If I take this and I put it up here, this guy will request 1 glue and output 1 of these rubber bars. So you can see here, we got glue in here. Once this thing updates the system, it should output, there we go, out, around, and plunk. There it goes. Now it's making a rubber bar. It already did one before, so we missed it. There you go. So now it's outputting rubber bars. So the next one we want to do is go into here and say, I want 1 rubber bar into this redstone furnace, right? So now this guy's going to say, I want 1 rubber bar always in my inventory here. And when it has a rubber bar, there you go, poof, it's going to output raw plastic, right? This raw plastic. And the last one we want to do is say, in this one, again, fill mode when items are missing, I want to have 4, right? So I'm going to have a stack of 4. This is something I've noticed, like I can't, so if I take this, I can't just go like 1, 2, oh wait, Oh, I can. That's weird. It wasn't doing that before. So I can just left click on that as many times as I want. Good. And then you just left click on it with nothing in your hand. Or you can have a stack of exactly how much you want, click it once, and it'll just do it. Cool. Now I plop that into there. And so now it's going to ask for 4 and only 4 of these balls of glue, or sorry, of these raw plastic. There you go. So now it's got 4, and it'll stop asking for more because it has 4 in here, right? So these stopkeeper chips are going to make sure there's always 1 raw rubber in here, there's always 1 ball of glue in here, there's always 1 rubber bar in here, and there's always 4 of this raw plastic in the acyclic assembler. Now, so the last thing we need to do now is, if we go down to our schematic, and we take one of these schematics, it's just the same idea that we did over there with our lapis farm, right? So we have our schematic, and I need to encode this with a recipe. So now this actually is a recipe. It's not just like the other ones who's saying, I need this many of this item. It doesn't matter where you put it. This matters. So here I need to go like that, right? And make the recipe, which gives me the plastic sheets. And I can encode that now. And you see it instantly moved those 4 guys into 4 plastic sheets. And so now you see there, that was empty, so it asked for more. Now we got 8 plastic sheets, right? So this guy's gonna keep outputting, and this guy's gonna keep taking. Now this isn't gonna be the fastest thing in the world, right? But it's just gonna run, and eventually all of these guys are gonna be full up. So you can see here, jungle wood planks are full up in here. Eventually this thing should be full up, and then this thing should be full up. Oh, this is one little flaw in the system. I guess we kind of wanna output the jungle planks somewhere so that we max out here on the glue, not on the jungle planks. Well, we can just solve that problem really quickly by just putting a... Well, let's go grab some of these guys out of here. Make another chest. We got lots of this wood, and I believe I got my little item guys down there. Alright, now if I put the chest here, that's probably going to connect to that. So let's just go back up one more time. I thought I had everything I needed this time. I didn't think of that particular problem though. So if I got a piece of stone cover here, which I'll grab. So if I just throw a stone cover right there, it'll block this from connecting to this chest. I'll throw this chest down here. Let's grab a piece of item impulse duct. Now this is just a temporary solution. Obviously I want this to go into the main system as well. But if we do that, and then, oops, I should have, oh, I guess I could just, I'm down here, I can use this one. Pneumatic servo, we're running low on those. Come on, daddy. Where are you? Ooh, there you are. Ooh. Okay, let's grab one of those. And let's just put that in there. Disable it. And then now what I want to do is say out the bottom, I guess I should have disabled the redstone on all of these as well. But at the bottom, so out the side, we actually want the red stuff to go out the side, and we want this to go at the bottom, right? So now at the bottom, we've always got that going. So this guy's gonna still get some more balls of glue, and then we just got a temporary storage right now for all of this jungle wood. But the right solution would be to maybe just connect this up like this as well, and just have the wood come right out, right? Extract, like have an extractor chip here, actually, that would probably be good. Extractor chip here, and just have it go straight out to the system. So we'll do that next time, or I'll do that off camera probably, and just show you afterwards. But for now, this is just output for that. So this will keep making us glue, which means this guy will keep making us bars, which means this guy will keep making us plastic sheets, and this guy will keep making us, or sorry, plastic sheets, this guy will keep making us raw plastic, right? So now if we head on over here, what are the things that we've been generating, right? So we should have glue. Nope, because it's all being used right now. If I go plastic sheets, we've got 16 plastic sheets in the system that are being created. And as we go through, it'll make more and more of that, right? So we can get access to all of these guys. And this is just continuing to generate stuff as it needs it, right? And there we go. So it's slowly making more and more of these guys. So now I can just dump all of our stuff back in here, right? So the balls of glue, and that'll go right to where it needs to go. The raw plastic, all of this stuff should just go to where it needs to go. And we can put all these back in the system. Oh, we didn't do the raw rubber. So let's put the bars in there and the plastic sheets back in here. We didn't do the rubber. So how could we fit that in really quickly here? So rubber, that's glue that turns into... Oh no, rubber bars, right? Yeah, we have this guy doing rubber bars. So if I just... Because we get this raw rubber... Oh wait, no, that's rubber bars. Arg. Maybe I need one more furnace, because this guy is doing balls of glue. This guy's doing rubber bars, but not the raw rubber. So what I should actually do is like throw another redstone furnace on the end here and do exactly the same thing here. Set it up for doing this raw rubber, and then that would come in as well into the system and just automatically generate that. But this shows you a completely working system. There's a few little kinks to work out, obviously, but this, as you can see, this is expandable, right? Because everything comes out the bottom, everything goes in the top, and the power goes along the back, right? Which means that I can basically extend this to kind of like go all the way around this room, all the way around the side here, and have like a whole bunch of machines that are all hooked up. And every time we need to do something new, we can just add more machines on and automate more stuff. The only downside to this is that it's always going to create a full stack of whatever it can store here, right? So like when this guy gets up to a full stack, so when he's up to 64, it'll stop assembling this stuff, which means that this guy will be able to build up to 64 of these bars. This guy will be able to build up to 64 of the glue, and then same here, right? 64 of the, oh sorry, this is, that's balls of glue, and that's rubber wood, right? So, but yeah, so they'll clog up and stop going. And then once they're all full, you'll have a stack of everything in there. So this is fine for like the resources we have right now, where we have just a ton of this resources. But for things that maybe are a lot more rare, it's probably not going to be something that is the greatest thing. Now, I was working on a bunch of other solutions for this, but I was having some weird updating issues with some of them, and also the this crafting chip, which is what I really wanted to use, it's buggy and glitchy in this version for 1.6.4 version of Minecraft, which is what Attack of the Bee team is on. And it's been fixed in the 1.7.2 version, but the developer is not going to backport it to this one. So basically what that means is we can't use the item crafting chip. Just if you guys are wondering, what it does is when you hook it up to the system like these here, it seems to work great when you have one of them in the system and it's working away, working great. As soon as you add a second one to the system, it crashes your game, like hard. Crashes the server hard. So don't do that. Yeah, so there you go. Here is our completely automated system. And I think it's working pretty awesome, like just working away. Look at that, right? We got it going like crazy. So that's awesome. I'm going to make those little updates we talked about. And at the beginning of the next episode, I'll just walk you through those before we do what we're going to do next, whatever that may be. So with that, I think, and then of course I'll clean this up as well, make it just our normal manual station in here for doing all of our cool stuff. And with that, I will say goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it was helpful, and I will see you all next time.